All right, here we go, STEM design with our latest topic, our latest skill with our technical drawing by hand, and that is taking a multi-view orthographic projection and drawing our isometric view of this object. So the first thing we're going to do here is just go ahead and connect our dots, get our three major lines, and again, we're just going to do this real lightly because we're going to end up we want to make sure we're on there. Make sure we're right on there. Let's see, use the ruler instead. So we want to do these three lines real lightly, because again, we're going to end up doing some erasing. All right, got to be comfortable with that, drawing stuff, knowing we're going to have to go back and possibly erase some stuff later. So just get that in lightly. And our last one, get this right here. So we know all the lines when we draw our object, every line is going to be perpendicular to one of these three right here, because we've got our length, our height, and our depth. So one of these three, everything's going to be parallel to that. So let's first of all, let's look at what we have going on here. We know looking at it from the front view, we're going to see an L shape right here. Looking at it from the right view, we know we're going to have two squares or two rectangles on the edges. There's going to be something in the middle, and we can see that going on right here in the top view where it has this indentation. Also, let me see, looking at it from the top, we're going to have this rectangular piece back here, and we know that this portion, looking at it from the top view, that's this lower portion right here. So that means also looking at it from the right view, this is a lower portion, and this is that this tall piece right here. This is the tall piece looking at it from the front. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. We're in 1-to-1 centimeters. So looking at what we have, let's go ahead and get our starting point A. That is our point A. Point A, that's our starting point right here. And we can see that goes back 5 centimeters here, and we got to get this dimension. Again, that's why we did our multi-view lesson a couple days ago. So this is also 4 centimeters that way. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go 5 centimeters. Let's see, get this lined up. 2 to 7 is 5 centimeters. And we can put that in, actually, we can put that in dark because we see this is unbroken. We can put that in dark right there. And across the right view, we don't want to put it in dark, or there's a couple different ways we could approach this. We know it goes 1, then we have this gap, and then another one. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So this gap here has to add up to 4. So that's 2.00. All right. So one way we could do that, let's get our distance there, make sure everything is nice and lined up real good. We know we've got 1 centimeter, then we've got that 2 centimeter gap. So 1, then 5 to 3, and then we've got that right there. Okay, so this one, let's see, what's the next thing we've got? We have this height here. All right, so that's going to be, that matches with that 4. So this is where we're going to start using our triangle, and we want to make sure we got it lined up nice and good. Let me get this on the camera, what I'm doing here. All right, get that triangle lined up nice and good on that perpendicular. Put our ruler against it, make sure we can slide without it moving. And I'm going to get right on the edge of that there and just lightly put that line. Okay, and then come back with our ruler, and we know that's 4 centimeters. And we can go ahead and make that dark. All right, so we came up here, 4 centimeters from here to here. All right, and now that puts us at this point, right? That's why I like to, let's see, Let's call this B. So C, so it's at C. And then we're going to go from C to D. So this is C right here. So from C to D, there's that 4 centimeters. But now we're going to be parallel to this line right here. So we get our triangle lined up like so. Get our ruler put to the back of that there, lined up. Make sure, readjust it if we have to. There we go. All right, we can slide. I moved it a little bit. I moved my ruler a little bit. I had to be real careful here. All right, press that in nice and tight. All right, now we can slide that and boom, there we go. Put it to the tip there. And again, another lightly drawn line. And let's see here, straight across the back there, that's 4 centimeters. So let's go ahead and measure off that 4 centimeters along that line segment. Let's see, starting at 8, so we're going to 4. We can go ahead and make that dark. So that, we just put this piece back here. And now, all right, again, matching things up, we know we're going to go forward right there, 1.5 centimeters, and then it drops down. So what we can do, all right, that 1.5, that's going to be parallel to this here. So let me see, I'm a little limited on space here. Get that, let's see here. All right, yeah, I got it. I can't really see where I'm at up there. Hopefully, missed it a little bit, but that's okay, because now I got my line there. I can just back that up. There we go. Back that thing up. There. And that's the line I want to use. So I can erase that first line I did. That wasn't in the right place. All right. Now we're good. Actually, what I should have done while I had it lined up, all right. So again, we can use somewhat of a shortcut whenever we have parallel lines. So we got that one there, and we can go ahead and do this one that's at this corner. And again, each one of those is 1.5 centimeters, so we can go ahead and measure that off. One and a half there. All right, come on. And up here, 1.5. Now, one of the things I did not do, one of the things I did, but you can't see, I do have my paper taped. Okay, we're off the camera. Are we off camera? Yeah. All right. So, okay, go ahead and adjust. There we go. See, there's my tape. All right, have it taped. Okay, now, again, looking at the top view, we can go ahead and close off this rectangle. All right, go ahead and do that. And we can make that dark. All right, now what we got going on. Let's go ahead and see, let's take care of a few things all at one time. All right. So we have, what I want to do is take care of this right here and these pieces coming across the right. So I know, well, I don't need to measure that one. That one's already there. But I do want to use that to get my other parallel line. So if we make sure it's on there, right there, then I know right here that comes up. Now I can keep my ruler in place, slide along. Oh, I missed it a little bit there. Yeah, I need to be looking at it from the other side. There we go. We'll fix that later. Slide it over. Get to the edge there. That comes up right there. And keeping it in place, sliding it over. There. So I know that one's, or each one of those goes up 1.5 centimeters. So I can take care of all these at one time. Let's see here. One and a half. Get to the correct spot at the edge of this. 1.5. Over here. Missed that just a little bit. 1.5. Ooh, went too far. Again, we can fix that at the end. And right here, coming up 1.5. Also with that, we can go ahead and we can see that it's closed off. So we can go ahead and complete these rectangles and at least be done with that. All right, what do we have next? Now, let's see here. We have, let's go ahead and finish this L, looking at it from the front. So we know this is going to come down and intersect with this coming across. So what we can do there, all right, again, parallels. Dropping down from this point, all right, let's get this lined up. We know it's going to come down parallel to this. So we can go ahead and just lightly put that in. We can bring it down. Oh, I missed it. Completely missed it. All right, let's get this lined up again. All the way over. All right. Drop that down. And then we got to come parallel to this line. Slide, get it to that corner, and they're going to intersect. All right, and now we can darken these intersections and get these lines dark. Boom, there we go. And yeah, we see that stuff where I missed it, but we're going to erase that later. Get that. All right, now it's starting to look like something. What do we need to do next? Well, let's see here. Let's go ahead and we got this little notch piece where that little indentation where it goes in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Guess I could have kept this in place. All right. So that's going to be, all of those are going to be parallel to this right here. So we can go ahead, slide, line. Slide again. Gonna have this line here. Slide one more time. Gonna have that line. And we know that goes back 2 centimeters. So what we can do, use the fact that geometry tells us it takes 2 points to define a line. All right, so we can go 28, that's 2 centimeters here. And come over to this one, also do 2 centimeters. Make it dark. Ooh. Saw it move there, didn't you? All right, let's get this 2 centimeters. And now, since we got the 2 centimeters on both sides, we can go ahead and connect those two there. Also, get everything lined up. Also, it comes back 2 centimeters right here. And then these connect. And also there's going to be right here, this piece that disappears right there. All right. So then what else? What else? What else? All right. We also know, again, to get this L, we have a line of symmetry. It's going to be the same on both sides there. So we can get, where is it? There's our middle line. We're going to have a parallel to that. And now coming down from this corner, I get it lined up a little bit better. Coming down from this corner, it's going to intersect with this right here. So we can go ahead and darken those to their intersection. Get that on the corner there. All right. Now, what do we have left to do? We get that, and looks like we're done. So at this point, one of the things we could do is darken our object lines with a pen or with a marker, and then we go back and erase away what we don't need, or erase away what's not part of our object. And that's how we do it. Not too painful there. All right, and I just want to emphasize a few things. Again, just making sure we connect everything that we've got going on. So we have this L shape that we see in our front view. All right, that is this L shape right here. And then from the top, this is what we see from the top. Maybe let's select a block letter C wearing a backpack. So we see this from the top. Just matching everything up here. And then from the right, let's go to a different, from the right, what do we see from the right? We see this here. Went outside the lines, but oh well. That's what we see from the right. And we see this in here and this here. And we see that one part, we see what I did not color in. This area right here, that is blocked by this part of the L when we look at our front view. And we can see this is our hidden line back there. All right, there we have it.